So this is chapter 2, ratios in math, grade 8. There are a few key words that we need to go over. For this chapter, there's what's called a two-term ratio. A two-term ratio here. When you compare two terms of the same units, so it's always written A and then dot dot B. So A dot dot B. Or A, and the word is 2B. So when you compare A to B, that's what it means. This is what we're looking for. So in the example here, we've got blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why you write 6 right there. Blue is 6. Then you look at red. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We write 4 reds right there. A three-term ratio is the exact same, except it uses 3 terms. It's still written A dot dot B dot dot C or A to B to C. So when we write blue to red to brown, we have to just count them up. There are 6 blues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 4 reds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got 2 browns. So 6 to 4 to 2. For the examples, please pause them and do them at home on your own, and then unpause them and see if you can get them right. So, to represent the ratio, what is the two-term ratio of black to red marbles? 2 terms, black to red. There are 10 blacks and 4 reds. Hopefully you can see that at home. Now, this is not in the lowest common denominator, because we can also write two-term ratios such as 10 over 4. We can use the 2 right here into the fraction line. So when we use that, we of course get 10 over 4 is not the lowest. We can get that down to 5 over 2. Just divide them both by 2. So that's the ratio of the two-term ratio of black to red marbles. There are 2 ways we can represent ratios when we're talking about a two-term ratio. We can talk about them from part to part ratio, and we can talk about them as a part to whole ratio. We can compare individuals, reds to blues, and discard the brown in the part to part. So it compares different parts of a group to each other. 10 to 8 is the part to part ratio of brown to red beads. If you count these up, there are 10 brown beads and there are 8 red beads. In a part to a whole ratio, you need to compare one part of the group to the whole group. So part to whole ratio is 1 to the whole. We've got to count up all of these, and it equals 23 beads. You should do that at home. Pause it, count it up, prove that I'm right. The blue are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 to 23. Now if it was whole to blue, that would be reverse, of course. 23 to 5. So example 1, represent ratio. Compare the number of red marbles to the total number of marbles. Write the ratio as an equivalent fraction in lowest terms. So they want it as a fraction in lowest terms. Pause this video, and you can do this at home. Here, we will do this one. The answer is 4 to 20, or 4 over 20. So 4 over 20 goes down to 2 over 10, which gets down to 1 over 5. 1 over 5 is your correct answer. The second example, please pause it just so you can do this at home. What marbles are represented by the ratio 6 to 10? So we've got to find out which ones have 6 in there and which ones have 10. The 6 is blue, and the 10 is black. Three-term ratio compares the 3 quantities measured in the same units, written as A, B, C, or A to B to C. Blue, red, brown is 6 to 4 to 2. We've talked about that. Example 1, represent ratio. Write the three-term ratio comparing the red, purple, and black marbles. So they want red first. We talk about red, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, pause this at home so you can answer before I do. Check your answers. 4. There are 6 purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there are 10. If we wanted to have this in lowest terms, we could put this as 2 to 3 to 5. However, this is perfectly acceptable on an exam, unless I say put it in lowest terms. Now, this show you know is for you to do at home and for me to double check to prove that you have understood what we've done up until this point. This is a good point to pause, do these questions at home, and then show them to me tomorrow in class. If you would rather do this in class tomorrow, that's fine as well. But I will ask that you not do your homework until you prove that you show this, you know to me. Here's the question.